Whew. Good thing I needed that water. What's going on, boys and girls? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is yours truly, Newbie. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be joined in by my two co-hosts for our Tuesday talk. Today we're going to be talking about terrible comic movies. And when I say terrible, I mean terrible. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the chat. I'm sure the chat will have some interesting things to say. Before I get started, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe, like, notification bell, and do the same for my co-host as well. I know Key Issues is going to be dropping, I believe, a video sometime next week, he said. So just give him a warm welcome into the community, guys, by going to sub him up. And eventually Mr.Freeze will be doing some stuff. I know I've been asked by a few people if he's got some stuff going on. He will. But Key Issues is coming up with a video next week. So, yeah, go show some support. Go show some love to him and sub him up. And I want to take this time to thank everybody who checks in, supports, because over the weekend I just passed 800 subscribers. So thank you so much. But enough of that. Let's bring in the fun. Let's start this show. We're going to start off by bringing Mr. Freeze. What is going on?
Hello, brother. What's up? How you doing?
Good, you? And we're going to bring
I'm good, man. Thank you for having me again.
Dupe, or Mr. Key Issues.
Woo! Let's get it.
Okay, all right. What's going on? Yeah, guys, so we were a few seconds late because me and Key Issues actually just went to a collection. We went to go see a collection, and we kind of lost track of time, so we kind of had to race back to start this. So thank you guys for being patient and joining us today. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk about horrible Marvel movies. I'm sure that the chat is gonna probably have a few things that they're gonna say, a few comments and things like that. So yeah, man, let's get down to it. So who wants to start off?
Don't matter to me.
Dupe, you go first.
Okay, Keon, you go first.
Okay, all right. So this is just any superhero movie here. This one isn't actually. I mean, it's terrible, but it's not the worst. That's why I'm going to put it at number 5. For me, it was more so disappointing than anything.
Okay,
and that is Suicide Squad. Okay, so it started up. The premise was great. It started off dark. You know what I'm saying? There's a scene where the Enchantress takes over and their hands meet and flip over, and it's ghostly and it's horror filled. I love that. And then someone decided, due to the big Avengers reign here and taking over the cinematic universe, just taking over cinema, that they're going to change the style of this movie to make it more lighthearted. And that's when we got the piece of shit that we did today. It's bad. It has so much potential. For a movie filled with villains, it's just stupid. It has so much potential.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think there was so much potential. When I think about that movie, man, I think about two things. I think about, one, how they basically butchered it. The only character that came out on top of that is Harley Quinn. And the other factor is that if they didn't have Will Smith, I mean, for 80% of that movie, I thought it was a Will Smith movie. I'm not going to lie. If you didn't know comics, right, and you walked into that movie, you were just like, oh, yeah, it's just like a Will Smith movie. You know what I mean?
Will Smith got great aim.
And then Joker shows up for 3 seconds. You're like, oh, wait, there's this guy. It's the Joker. So was that a superhero movie?
And remember, and I think I've mentioned it a few times, but he was pissed off because he was under the impression he was going to be 20 minutes screen time, and he was going to have a good good thing. But he was only in there for 2 minutes. And I always talk about this because I hate that scene where he's got the chains and he's grilled and all that. It's what is that, man? Even the tattoos, I didn't understand the whole, I get it. I'm tattooed myself, but I just thought, I was hey, you know what? This isn't really the character. So and not to mention they kill off one of those characters super early too, right?
The Noose guy? Noose. What's his name? Shoot. Slipknot. No.
Slipknot? I can't remember.
He could just tie really good.
I think it was Slipknot.
I think it is Slipknot.
Yeah, they killed him off super early, and I was
bad.
That was cool. They didn't really do an origins of the character. They just basically said, "Oh, this is the character. He's in here for this. We're gonna use him." And it's like,
I do like their use of Batman in the movie. He's like kind of there, especially with the Deadshot
I
thing.
thought that
Like
was
he's
good.
there,
Affleck?
but
It was Affleck, right?
oh yeah,
Yeah,
big
okay.
Bat
can't remember.
Batfleck,
I can't
bro.
remember.
He's Bay, man. Dude was huge.
Yeah, that's one of the movies, man. Like I've only seen it once, and that was it. Like I went to the theater, and that was it. Like not even gonna
Honestly,
That
where they lost
that's
me.
one of those movies that had the potential, but I was still entertained by it.
Well, you
Like
guys
I can't lie, I
remember,
was entertained.
from the comic book perspective, man, like that Suicide Squad was supposed to be like the next big thing for them. Like that was supposed to like save them
Right.
from over on top. Like
Now the chat might back me up on this. The animated Suicide Squad things are sweet.
yeah,
Are
DC
sweet.
usually does pretty good
Oh,
in their animated stuff anyway, though.
so well done.
Yeah.
But like what lost it for me was the last battle versus Enchantress. And she goes all super Megazord on him, like just massive. And then Diablo, this entire time, can all of a sudden summon like a Mayan god and go big himself. And it was like a Clash of the Titans. That was the corniest shit I've ever seen. And that's why that's number 5. It hurt. It hurt me, bro. As a DC fan, that movie hurt me. I wanted my money back. I've never said that before, but I wanted my money back. I
Yeah.
paid to see that. Like, oh, trash.
Before I give my first pick, I'm just gonna go to the chat here real quick.
Big up, chat.
In-game action figure. What's going on, brother? You were here first. Congratulations on the gold medal. I appreciate you being here. Evan, what's going on, brother? How you doing? What's going on, brother? FaceTime. Daniel. Who else we got? We got. What's up, ladies? Bring in that twist. This is gonna get crazy. I remember talking to her, and she was telling me, she's like, that friend of yours, Keon, he's got some interesting characters. So
I'm all types of weird, man.
yeah, we're definitely gonna have some fun. Crazy Clown, glad to see you. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining. Thank you for subbing. It means a lot. You got yeah, man, absolutely. And that was just the first movie, so hang in there. We're going. David Abor. Drop the ball, so much potential. Yeah, absolutely. There was a lot in there. Slipknot was the MVP. Had the good sense to
off himself.
Yeah, right? Like, you didn't really know anything. What's going on, Romeo? Yeah, man. So for my pick, number 5, actually, I was kind of going up outside of the normal comics because some people don't even realize. But I was actually going to say Men in Black 2. Men in Black is the comic.
Oh,
I was going to go Men in Black 2, man. I thought that was horrible. Yeah. I know
doesn't even exist.
It's not an ideal, comic or an everyday, but it is a comic. I thought the way the first one ended, I remember, like, you guys know me, man. Like, I still die at, like, those certain scenes in Men in Black 1 where I'm, like, dying. It's just that humor for back in the day, even like those one-liners with Will Smith. The second one made absolutely no sense. Like it was just all over the place. I think they were just trying to capitalize on a few things, but yeah, it was bad. Even the third one. I mean, you could throw in the third one there.
No, that redeemed number 2. That one redeemed number 2, man. That was cool.
I think the third one was good.
I think the issue with that trilogy is the fact that it was so spread out. Like it wasn't a trilogy that was like, you got 3 movies in like say a 6 to 8 year period. You know what I mean? Like you got 3 to 6 movies in like I think 12 year, maybe 15 year, because the first one came out in 97, 98, I believe, right? The second one didn't come out until 2004, something like that. And then the third one just came out, I think 15 or 16. So
shout out Agent M, my boy Agent M, Michael Jackson on that one. I could be Agent M. Shout out him. That was the best part of MIB too.
That's where I got my number 5 going right there.
That definitely.
Yeah.
Trash.
All right.
Trash.
Daly, what do you got? Hey, what's going on, John? Thanks for joining, brother. Yeah, what do you got? So far we got Suicide Squad, Men in Black 2, Freeze. What do you got?
Number 5, I'm going with Elektra. Just because I don't have a whole lot to say about why I'm not a huge fan of it, but of all those earlier superhero movies, if we're talking like the early Daredevil, the Fantastic Fours, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans, Elektra is the least memorable of all of those.
Oh,
It was a Daredevil movie though. It wasn't a solo movie.
it was a solo movie. That's how bad it was.
She had a solo movie. That's what I'm talking about.
I totally forgot. Yeah, I blanked out there.
So
Okay,
you don't
yeah,
even remember
I
it.
totally forgot about that. Yeah, wow. Okay.
See, they took a pile of crap.
Yeah,
and they're
man.
like, hey, we can make another pile of crap with this, and hopefully it'll sell. And I hardly remember the movie, like
We can make
hardly
it
at all, man.
softer, more
Do
steamy.
you guys remember what year that was made? Because
Yeah,
I don't
really
remember.
good.
I don't know, man, but whoever called the shots there
I
were
can't
more
remember the
blind
exact
than Daredevil, because that was
It was a
stupid.
spin-off.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll know.
It's
What
bad.
what year did that come in? She had a great solo movie.
I want to say like 04. Although
Yeah.
it's a great year. Great year for music. Great
I
year
know
for,
you bought it in black.
but
Yeah.
horrible for movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even
Not
remember.
a good year for
Honestly,
superheroes.
I might have to rewatch that Electra because I don't remember anything that was going on. Do you?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Who was the girl? Was it
Electra.
The story
no.
was really good.
For Gardner?
Oh.
I don't remember who played her. 'cause
Yeah.
I've never watched. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was Jennifer Garner.
That's
It
kinda
was,
weird.
wasn't it?
That's kind of weird. Oh, Evan brought it in.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, 2005 it came out. Yeah, so yeah, I don't remember that movie at all. Yeah, I don't know. I can't say anything. Like
Yeah, it's no good.
I can't speculate. Like it could be garbage, but like I haven't seen it, so. You know. Oh, before we go on, I just want to say one thing. I was gonna say it before we started. I'm not gonna ruin it for anybody. Old Guard. Unreal movie. Like I saw it last night. I thought it was pretty awesome.
But actually,
Who's
good.
guard?
What's that?
Who?
Old Guard, the one with Charlize Theron. It's a comic book.
It's on Netflix.
It's
Nah,
on.
man.
It just came out. It's pretty good. But anyway, so Keon, number 4. What you got?
All right. Hold up. My number 4 though. It's another one of those disappointing movies. Don't worry, the top 3 are gonna be shit. Trust me. But number 4 is another disappointing movie. We all love this franchise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It started early 2000s. It went on. This
I know
one's
what
got to
it is.
go to X-Men Shit-Talkalypse.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buddy, did they ever murk that movie? There's only one good part in that movie, and it's when Wolverine rages out with the little
Somebody-
computer on his head, and he's going off. That was the only good part. Oh, and the hint to Mr. Sinister. That is the only 2 good parts of the movie.
Yeah, but they've
The rest
hinted
was
him at.
trash.
They've hinted him at Deadpool too. John, yeah, definitely go check it out, man. It's actually we watched it last night and we had like internet issues where we were, so every like 20 minutes it's like cut out, so we had to reset it. But yeah, man, it's a really good movie, really good concept. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody, but yeah, it's pretty dope. Yeah, that Apocalypse movie, I remember I was so mad because I couldn't make it the opening night, and you guys know me. I like to go the night before. I like to order my tickets like 2-3 weeks in advance. And yeah, man, I was so mad at that movie because it was so terrible.
So
I
terrible.
thought they did it like super bad. They rushed into getting everybody in. Like it was just, yeah. I don't know.
Right? So like it was an entire saga that they
Yeah.
just fit into like 2 hours.
Yeah.
It was trash.
Man.
That's like taking like Dragon Ball Z Frieza saga and putting it in like 40 minutes. Like it's just trash.
And it has that issue that Fantastic Four had, like the last with Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, that's on my
Literally
list. So
try to do-
that's on my list.
Yeah, they literally try to do so much,
Who
and
got
then,
that?
and then like the last fight scene is just like, oh, boop, and then it's like pretty much done. It's like I can't. I don't know. It's not good. Old Guard, yeah, solid trailer. Definitely go watch the movie, man. Charlize Theron. I mean, I'm biased. I love her. So that was an Apocalypse. Psylocke.
Ah,
Yeah, Psylocke. Yeah, they had a lot of good characters too that they could have capitalized, I thought, and they did a shitty.
yeah.
Excuse me. Even the cast, like there were so many opportunities to make it last and make it something. I don't know if it's a Sony thing where they just try to, put everything into one, and they're like, hey, we got 2 hours. Let's bring in as many characters as we can.
Let's see how we can make this.
You know what I mean?
thing.
Like, yeah, I don't know. It's
The only good thing to come from it was Storm. That was the only good thing
Yeah.
to come from that movie.
And that's something
She
that
was
I've
half decent.
said, and that's something that I've said to you guys, and I've said to a lot of the guys I talk to, like on the chat and stuff. Like, I think the only cast member I would want to see in like a future X-Men movie is probably the girl that played Storm. I thought she was badass. I'm on that whole like, don't bring, because the rumor is they're trying to get Beyonce for some role on Black Panther 2. I just hope it's not for Storm. I really do, because if they bring her in, she's probably going to be around for a while. I don't know if that'll go over well, but
I heard that she was just there for the music.
yeah, I don't know.
I'm
man.
hoping you're right.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's morphin' time. What's going on, Burke? I'm driving and listening. Okay, good. 2 hands. 10 and 2. 10 and 2. All right, guys. This might be a shocker to everyone on this list because you guys know who my favorite character is, but it doesn't happen. It doesn't. I'm not the only one that thought it was terrible, and my eyes work. So at my number 4, terrible movies is Iron Man 3.
Thank you. Thank you.
Man.
Buddy, I wanted to die of Extremis when I saw that movie, bro. I was like, oh, this is trash.
Iron Man 3 was terrible. I think the only good thing about it was if you were holding on to something with Iron Patriot and you were looking to flip it, maybe that's the only key thing. That movie is terrible. And the way that it happens to like Pepper Potts, at the end, and then they never really touch on it like moving forward. There's so many suits. Like, okay, at what point you're a billionaire, you have everything. Are you telling me that you had all your suits in one house and then you didn't really want to go back and you know what I mean? Like you wouldn't have an extra suit somewhere else?
Right.
So
and at the end of the movie, he calls all the suits to help him anyway. So why couldn't he do that before?
Exactly. Right. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, why wouldn't you just bring like another suit in to help? And then, it's just there's so much shit going on, man. I don't know. I was never a fan of the Iron Patriot either. Like I just,
What about the Mandarin?
And that's not a way to finish the trilogy, man, because like that's it. Like you're not gonna have another Iron Man movie unless they reboot it when we're like 60 years old.
I won't lie. The Mandarin ruse, I actually respected.
Until you found out it was like fake.
No. I respected that. I respected the fake. I was like, that is ballsy, Marvel. That's ballsy. They might use the correct version later. You know what I'm saying? I liked it. I liked the trick.
I thought it was pretty funny.
Burke with a bold. Epstein had more houses than Tony Stark. I mean, yeah.
Let's not go there.
No, man, that's dark.
Let's go there.
Cold. I walked out at the end confused. My buddy walked out furious. He absolutely hated it and was shaking. Man, have you ever seen like a pouty kid that's like, just, like they don't get something their way? Like I think I left that theater being like, like what the. It was bad, man. It was bad. And the second one wasn't the greatest either, but the third one was just bad. You know what I mean?
The second one looks great in comparison, buddy.
Yeah, you had like Mickey Rourke, you had War Machine actually in action and things like that. So like you had a lot of things going on. But the third one, man, it was just kind of like.
And at least they used Hammer.
Yeah, but there were so many parts where you're just like, okay, like let's go. Like the scene where they're in the hotel and they're talking like, how did you meet Tony? And it's like, hey, come on. Like, we all know, like he's a playboy. He's a millionaire. He probably slept with her. Let's move on, right? Like, it's just, I don't know.
My biggest concern was the kid that they used. The kid that they used and then didn't touch upon until
that's true.
And he just showed up at the funeral. I was like, what?
Do you remember, though, like, the thing with that kid, too, was the fact that, like we didn't see him after that movie until the funeral, and we were like, I remember me being like, "Who the hell's that kid?"
Yeah, I remember
we were there. We were all there,
and I remember looking at you and being like, "Who the hell's that?"
That's stupid.
Iron Man 2 was the only time I liked Black Widow.
Ooh, I respect that.
Endgame.
I respect that.
Time I liked Black Widow.
Yeah, I remember that was when she was like all spy mode. The thing that I take away from Iron Man 2 with that is that scene where he's like flirting with her and he's like all like the one time they showed like that demon in a bottle stuff, but like she's got the armor hand on, and he's like kind of right behind her, trying to show her like how to shoot or whatever.
Oh.
I mean, I always thought that was sexy of her, but yeah. It's a bad movie. I don't like to talk about it that much. I mean, I know I have the posters back behind me, but yeah. I think that's a consensus with everyone. Burke, yeah, she's pretty smoking. Shots in the dark, pimp, iron lad. Yeah,
Come again.
Widow is the perfect Winter Soldier. Man, Winter Soldier, yeah, black. Yeah, in that movie too, she was. Yeah, she was. What's up, buddy? All right, Freeze, you're number 4.
Same world that key issue went into.
Oh, God.
It's going to have to be Origins of Wolverine. And he can also agree with me on my reason why I picked it, because of what they did to my boy Deadpool. Just awful. Completely butchered it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I agree with you. I thought they butchered that because it was just kind of like out of left field. I think at the time maybe they thought, hey, maybe Hugh Jackman is not going to stay. He's going to go. So they probably just try to, do something with like some hype or something like that. Because that's the only way I could see it, because they really butchered it.
I have no idea.
And not to mention like the superpowers that he had. I believe he had that like the same power that Prowler has, right? Or not Prowler, Nightcrawler, where he like disappeared.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
They gave him Cyclops's. I think he could teleport.
Yeah.
Oh, he had the 2 blades. He had the 2 blades.
Yeah, and they were like super.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. How are you gonna make the Merc with a mouth a Merc without a mouth and think it's a good idea? Like, I mean, Ryan Reynolds, we saw it right then and there. It was a perfect Wade.
Stuff you just said, but yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? At the time, though, if you go back outside of the comic community, like if you didn't know anything, like you wouldn't even know who that was, to be honest with you, though, right? Like, I remember there were so many people that didn't know. They're like, "Oh, who's this?" Right? And like,
they literally name dropped him.
Sorry?
They literally was like, "Yo, Wade Wilson."
Yeah, but a lot of people don't know. Like, I remember going with a buddy of mine from college, and yeah, he's like, I don't know, like he liked X-Men, but he didn't know, and I was like, oh, that's Deadpool.
That's why he's not on this show, bro. That's why he's not on this show.
I don't even know if I'm friends with the guy, man. Years ago.
No, but honestly, the opening scene of that movie was great. It was like Wolverine and Sabretooth just fighting through mass wars, just going through all of them. I thought that was one of the most intense opening scenes of all.
They go to Wakanda in that one too. Because remember, they beat the crap out of everybody.
Yeah, man. It lost me at that point. At that Deadpool point, it just it had Emma Frost was in that movie, I'm pretty sure.
Who?
Emma Frost. Or was she?
Oh, yeah, I think she
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
She was young. She was mad young.
I also remember the fact that like at the end of that movie, doesn't like Deadpool like at the end it like goes to like where all that building collapsed, and then he like his hand does something,
or he opens his eyes.
Yeah,
something like that.
I know his eyes open.
Yeah.
Like that's so. I don't know, man. Sabretooth was really well cast, I think, man. Yeah, for sure. I agree, but still, I agree, Isaiah, but it's still better than Iron Man 3. Yeah, a little bit. I feel more offended with calling football. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, a lot of people think Ragnarok is a bad one too.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. All right, Keys, you're
no.
I liked it. I thought it was. I mean,
it was good. The name didn't fit the movie. That was it.
Yeah,
that was it.
One of the movies. That's one of the movies too that that was kind of like the first time we were introduced to like a lot more comedy than like the serious like Thor and like the serious just like superhero stuff. You know what I mean? Like it was just like right off the bat, the movie starts and he's like tied up in that thing. Remember? And he's like,
yeah.
Sorter,
you son of a.
Yeah, so you kind of already know, like, oh, okay, this is going to be like more of a comedy, right? So,
but I think that was key to get people to kind of gravitate towards Thor, because Thor 1, I didn't really like. I couldn't really resonate with the character. He was like kind of boring.
I'm with John. I thought it was amazing. My only thing was like I knew it was going to be a comedy right off the bat.
It was amazing.
Okay, the the feel of this movie seems a little different. And it was kind of the first time we saw Thor actually open up, right? Like he wasn't as serious and things like that. But I agree with you as well, Keys. I think the first couple Thors were pretty bad. I mean, you guys have heard me say, like, he shows up, he's around for 10 minutes, then they take the powers away and he's on Earth, and it's just like, all right, like, let's go do something, right? So I don't know. This doesn't make sense to me. Keys, number 3?
Pick number 3. Pick number 3 is the third trial of trying to get this movie off the ground. Pick number 3 is the Not So Fantastic Four, and that is the 2015 edition. Trash. They had a decent cast, okay?
I couldn't make it through.
Buddy, it was so boring. Honestly, the first one is like a godsend compared to this 2015 version, man. At least the first one had character development. They were like, you had oh my God, Human Torch, like playing around with this little fire all the time.
Yeah,
he was lovable, you know what I'm saying? This one was just trash, man. All right, so it was confusing because you didn't know if it was like a sci-fi exploration movie or like some sort of sci-fi horror or a superhero movie. I didn't get it. I mean, the whole movie led up to a 30-second fight, and that 30-second fight, Doom gets punched by the thing. And they were like, oh my God, Mr. Fantastic was like, get him, or whatever he said, or now guys, like literally warned him, and then punched by the thing into a beam of light and explodes. What the trash was that? Garbage.
Yeah, man, that's one of the things like I hate about that movie too is, and almost, what's the other movie like that? There's another movie that I said the exact same thing. It's like, you have this whole build up and then it's literally like a 20-second fight scene and you're just like, okay, I literally just sat in the theater for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and you just beat, one of the more powerful villains, because let's face it, Doom is pretty badass. And they try to kill him every time in one shot. It's like, I don't understand.
Right.
Like, I really don't understand that.
He went from a crazy scene where he's walking out of the laboratory or whatever you want to call it, the facility, murdering everybody, just murking everyone. Yeah. Just like a slaughter.
But you're
punched by a guy that yelled clobbering time.
You're talking about the thing. You're talking about 2015 though, right?
I'm talking about 2015. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, Carlito. Because they're coming out with Fantastic Four, I suggest you don't watch the last ones because it might just ruin you in total to watch the next ones. Because it's pretty bad, man. I can't watch I can't watch that because we all love comics and we all love certain characters, but when you see a character like that, badass, Doom, and then you're telling me he can be beat in 20 seconds, like.
And the team wasn't even together that long. Yeah, Mr. Fantastic out in the middle of nowhere.
He ran away, remember? Because the army kind of manipulated everybody. Yeah.
Right?
I think they focused too much because I remember a lot of people were saying they're like, oh, well, why is Michael B. Jordan? And I think in translation, the movie got lost just because of, at the time, 2015, let's be real, it's not like how things are now. So I remember it being weird because, oh, it's a black Human Torch. It's like, okay, so what? But like I remember that was the focal point of the movie instead of the actual movie, and so like I don't know what their agenda was. I thought Michael B. Jordan played it all right. I just don't think that he played it goofy enough like Chris Evans did, because that's kind of how like the Human Torch is, right? Like he's just goofy and all that stuff. So I would have liked to seen him in that way, but you had a lot going on, man. Like they kill their dad. I can't remember. It's like
adoptive father.
Yeah, like I don't know.
The Thing, they didn't even give any character development. I felt sorry for the Thing in the very first Fantastic Four, and this one's just like, oh, he's just mad at you, and he's just like, it's stupid, man.
And the way they like tricked him too, because like I think the army guy was just like, oh yeah, he ran away, he doesn't want to help you, and then it's like, oh,
my friend for like 30 years. Like,
well, I'm like, maybe I should go attack him, right? Like, it's so stupid. Like, I don't know.
Stupid. Trash. And that's my number 3, the Not So Fantastic Four.
I'm going to probably piss off a lot of DC fans with my third pick.
Don't do it.
Yeah. I'm just saying that out there. What's going on? Stan Lee didn't even make a cameo.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, but does he do cameos in the song? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he did.
What's going on, Mr. Collector?
He doesn't follow them, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. John, what were your top 5 action movies? I must have missed that. Oh yeah, I think he did that. He also had one like African American ones. I checked out the other day with Bearded Comic. It's actually pretty good. Definitely go check that out. All right, yeah, I'm gonna probably piss off a lot of DC fans. I kind of moved this one because I originally had Batman vs Superman. Yeah, originally, but I switched it.
As your number 3?
Yeah. So my number 3 is Justice League.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, they basically try to copy kind
Doesn't
of.
make me mad.
No, but some people be like, "Oh my god," like I'm sure Burke's just like, "What? That's my people." I think they rushed it. I think at the time they try to be like Avengers and like Marvel. They were kind of like, "Oh, Marvel's doing it. Let's do it." They didn't capitalize on any of that stuff. I think they did. They did. Sorry, I'm like laughing because as I said that, Jaguar's like, "Oh my god." I think they could have capitalized better on Cyborg. I'm not an Ezra Miller
Definitely.
fan. Yeah, I'm not an Ezra Miller fan either. I don't think he played a really good Flash. The fact he's gonna get a solo film is, I don't know.
I liked him as the Flash though.
No, he's not Barry Allen. That is not a good Barry Allen. Someone help me out in the comments for this one. He is not a good Barry Allen. Not at all.
Carlito's a DC guy, and yeah, they blew their shot. Sometimes you see your competitors do something and you just think, oh, we'll just do the exact same thing. It didn't work out. I don't mind Ben Affleck as Batman. I didn't mind the Wonder Woman. I didn't mind the Aquaman. But even how like Aquaman came, I thought they could have done something different. The Cyborg thing, they could have capitalized huge on that, and they did not. And now look, he's in that Doom Patrol or whatever.
Doom Patrol.
That's terrible. That's so terrible.
Yeah, that's going to the D leagues there, buddy.
Absolutely, yeah. And how does he get a solo movie? That is what I don't know. I just think he looks like a little kid. He looks weird in the suit, man. Like, it's just, I don't know. He just wants friends. He's more Wally than Barry. Yeah, I agree.
I was gonna say that. I was totally gonna say that.
Someone sue Ezra Miller for being the crap. Yeah. I mean, hey, they might do the movie and whatever. I know there was a big backlash on him and things like that. I don't know. I just don't think he fits the character. I wish Burke was in here, but I know he's getting ready for something. But Burke would probably be better suited to talk about it because he is a Flash fan. So I'll probably leave my Flash talks to him. But yeah, I know he's not. I don't know. I think he's coming around to him, but Doom Patrol is dope. But yeah, I know it's not the same actor. I just can't get into that show, I think. And again, guys, my opinions are just mine alone. Time to head home, listening on the radio. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Flash, more like Flush. Who's supposed to be the villain in that movie anyway? I don't even know. I don't even know what the plot line is. Is Batman
Steppenwolf? Yeah, Steppenwolf. Wait, what are you talking about? Which movie?
The Flash movie, the Flash one.
Oh man, that's in purgatory, buddy. I want to say it's like a Flashpoint movie. Is what I want to say, but I'm not too sure.
Brendan Fraser. Yeah, Brendan Fraser's what? Robot Man, right? I believe. Yeah. Again,
however, that movie though, if Snyder just had full control, that would have been a better Justice League, man.
You're saying like now when the Snyder cut comes out, like it's gonna. We might, yeah, okay.
See, he can't do his original plans, but he can at least change a few things. But the original plans was way darker. There was a Flashpoint element to it. It was going to be amazing. And the studios, man, just politics kind of screwed us big fans.
Yeah. See, FaceTime saying, and he knows his stuff. He's a very knowledgeable guy. He's a guy I go to for things and books and just talk movies with him. He's a good guy. He's saying right now it's going to be Reverse Flash. We haven't seen him in movies yet. I think that'd be dope. I just hope they don't butcher it because then the DC. I mean, they probably lose their mind. They just keep
We need it.
butchering like some of the big characters, right? So I don't
Yeah.
know. Did you guys like the cyborg in the first movie or no?
I didn't mind
I
him.
liked him
He was,
as Cyborg. I would have liked to see more development with him and where he comes from. Can't say I hated him.
Yeah. Hello, hey, what's going on, Jeff? Jeff is from Chicago. I usually find myself talking to Jeff in a few chats, so nice for you to come by, man. No, stop. As I said before, Snyder Cut is saying that's a better version of Street Fighter movie. Yeah. Let's not talk about Street Fighter because that's a whole different game.
hey.
Oh God. Yeah. I'm gonna pass by that one. All right. So we're at what? Dylan?
Yeah, I got to do my number 3.
All right, let's hear it.
Also, in the DC universe, I have a love-hate relationship with this movie. It is so bad, but it is so good. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. Keon, you know what it is. Batman and Robin.
Oh.
Yes. Let's go.
Oh, what is that?
Yeah. It's so bad. But it's
VHS,
hilarious.
baby.
I love it. It's hysterically awful.
Yeah. I think
Love that movie.
I think you guys have heard me talk about this. Man, that's another movie. They try to put so many characters into just like cram it in, and they were like, all right, do your thing. Like Two-Face, Riddler, Poison, Freeze.
Two-Face and Riddler weren't in it.
No, Two-Face and Riddler weren't in that one.
Oh, sorry.
No, that was a different one.
Yeah.
So,
this was
to everyone in this chat watching this video, you think that Mr. Freeze's first appearance was a few videos ago? Nah, buddy. It was a Batman and Robin. So, Dylan, whenever you want to come by and sign this VHS, please do so, buddy. I'd be blessed. I'd be blessed.
I'm down.
That movie should not be on your list. I think it's like the golden child of these movies. It's like, it's so, it just takes Batman back to like the corny days, buddy. Like this t-shirt, the corny days. You know what I'm saying? Okay,
yeah,
so
but I don't think that's not what they intended for that movie, which is why it's so bad.
Hey, that's the one
but it's so good, though.
Like,
it's good.
Right?
What was that?
Hey, what's going on, Matt? Am I in Canada now? Yeah. No, what I'm saying is that's the one where Seal had the I always get confused with them by the names, but that's not that's the George Clooney one, and Seal was like the kiss by the okay. Yeah.
Coolio was in there.
Yeah, Coolio.
Fun fact, everyone watching, that movie makes the greatest drinking game possible. Google a drinking game for this movie. Fire.
That's
fire,
one
trust
too,
me.
Right? Like I think I've talked about
We gotta do that again.
Oh yeah.
I've talked about Pat Nipples. Yeah, definitely. I think I've talked about this movie too, where I feel like they could have capitalized on Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy, and I think it's strange that they've never gone back to try something with those two characters. I think DC in the future is going to have something special because it's probably like, I don't know. I don't think you can go back on those characters and like butcher them again, right? Like if they do them, they got to do them proper. I would love to see Mr. Freeze back. I think he's a badass villain. I remember him in that early 90s Batman Adventure cartoons. I always thought he was badass. But yeah, even Poison Ivy. I think at the moment, I just think that they're probably just playing on the whole Harley Quinn thing. But you know,
I would have loved to see Mr. Freeze done in the Nolan verse, man. He could have been so dark.
Mr.
So
Hero,
cool.
But he then soon renamed it. Oh, I didn't know that actually. That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
See what I did there? You see what I did there?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Add that to the list of one-liners and
oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, their animated stuff is always pretty good. All right, Keys, number 2.
All right, number 2, buddy.
What are we getting for like crazy ones? I'm kind of eager because you haven't said anything crazy yet.
This is hard.
My
because
top
they're all
2
trash.
Just wait.
So, if you guys don't know by now, I don't like this superhero. I'm not a big fan. He doesn't resonate well with me. And I'm going to get butchered for this one. I'm going to get absolutely destroyed for this one. He's too Boy Scoutish. I saw the first movie, the original first 2. I didn't see 3. I didn't see 4 because I don't like this guy. But I did come back. I did come back and I watched Superman Returns.
Oh, yeah.
And that movie was so boring and so bad. You had Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It was trash, man. The whole movie was what, terraforming Earth into like some sort of Krypton, whatever. And I mean, Man of Steel, there was terraforming, and he fought Zod at the same time. No problem. This guy had a hard time fighting a freaking machine, and one of the evil henchmen was Kumar, and it looked like he just rolled off Harold and Kumar and just accidentally was on the wrong set. He didn't belong there at all. The man had no idea what he was doing. Then they introduced Superman's son. The kid
Yes, we all are.
Big reveal. So they throw this kid in there, and he has a freaking asthma attack, right? And then he flips a piano a second later, and it's all of a sudden Superman's son, and that's it. That's it. That's all he did. That's all he did. That's it. The kid's bulletproof. He's walking around bulletproof, a tank, and all of a sudden he's scared and locked in a room, man. It made no sense. It made no damn sense.
Yeah, Superman's not my forte at all. I never really liked him as a character, to be honest with you. I've never really picked up any comics or anything like that. I'm not crazy about his movies, things like that. So yeah,
I never did watch that movie.
Yeah,
Oh, don't.
I remember watching. I think it was called Lois and Superman and Lois or something back in like when I was a young kid and I just moved to Canada. They had that show with Dean Cain. I think is it Dean Cain? He played Superman in the show.
Oh man, I don't remember the names.
Yeah, there was that. Brightburn is the best. Yeah,
I haven't seen that movie yet.
I have to see that too.
It's pretty badass. It's pretty good.
I figured.
Yeah. Why does Mr.Freeze always look like he is in deep chill? That's just the way
phone quality. What can I say?
Okay, yeah, I was right. Yeah, it was Dean Cain. Yeah, I used to watch that show religiously. I think it was on like Sunday nights around 5 o'clock or something like that. So, yeah, Loth and Late. Yeah, that's what it was. All right, so my number 2. This is just my pick. You guys can say what you want, but it is Captain Marvel.
Really?
No, I'm just joking, man. Catwoman.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Oh,
Me too.
Yeah. FaceTime. That's why I didn't really acknowledge the comment that you made about Catwoman a few seconds ago. Yeah, for me, it's Catwoman. That was a terrible movie. Now, don't put me on a cross, guys. Halle Berry is a beautiful, sexy woman. I'm, yeah. That's not my point about this. My point is
that's my point.
That movie was terrible. Okay,
it was awful. The villain, bro.
Yeah.
The villain.
Okay.
He's like what, a CEO of a makeup company.
That was a long time ago.
Or something.
I just think it's funny how Halle Berry won Worst Actress, and then she won, I think, like Best Actress in the same year or something like that, or like following year or something. I don't know. I think so. Yeah, I think it was pretty funny how that worked out.
So that pick was my number 1 pick, and I wanted to award it with the toilet paper award because it was so shit. So shit. Firstly, Halle Berry. We're talking Halle Berry, hallelujah, Halle Berry. And all the stunts she did and pulled off was a dude that did the stunts. So
Carlito,
yeah.
Was it really?
And you are not.
It was a dude in high heels. So, buddy, trash, automatic trash.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, and I think it was the same year, or like a few months later, something like that, year and a half. Yeah, she won Worst and Best. So, because I think in the speech that she did for her Worst, she had mentioned it. She's like, this is funny or something because I won the Best Actress award already, blah, blah, blah. I thought it was hilarious as hell. Question here by Lasso, actually. Who would have been a better Storm? I'm going to say Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
Yeah,
Halle Berry. Halle Berry. Billy?
Actually, but staying on the
Halle Berry.
on the Catwoman side of things, though, guys. Carlito. Actually, I was just gonna bring this up, but Carlito beat me to it. But which would you prefer? Which one would you prefer?
Bro, Michelle Pfeiffer was a baddie, bro. That was like one of my first crushes as a kid, bro. That was a good one. So Pfeiffer. She was dark.
Well, I got a question about the whole Catwoman thing. And like I know that movie came out, you know, when we were pretty young. I think the movie came out in 82, 85, something like that. But if you guys remember, in that movie, in that version of Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer's, they almost try to take the mental health route, eh? Like she kind of like hits this something happens, where we don't see that at all in any of the new stuff, eh? Like I didn't know if you guys noticed that, because with the Hathaway one, like we never saw that.
No. I got to make a point though. Yeah. During this time, right? I'm not too sure when Catwoman came out. I'm gonna say 2004, 2005-ish.
I think it was somewhere around there. Yes. No, I think it was like 7, 8, something there.
The superhero genre is absolutely dominated by men, and you have Elektra, which is crap. And then, so you want a strong female role for representation, and you pick Catwoman's nemesis to be a skincare, makeup, product business tycoon. What
that
kind of
makes her face
crap was that? What kind of crap was that? It was a horrible choice. I don't know who came up with the idea. I think that should have been shot down immediately. Oh, the basketball scene where she's trying to be like Allen Iverson out there, all cat-like playing with a basketball.
Legs.
Corny.
Yeah, Carlito, I think we've all thought about that. Yeah. I would take either or. I remember watching, like, even to this day, I think I watched that movie, the first one with Michelle Pfeiffer, like, I think it was like 2 weeks ago or something like that. But yeah, Anne Hathaway, she did a good job. I'm interested to see who plays her in the future, because you have to bet they're obviously going to do something with. Oh wait, no, the one with the guy from Twilight, the new Batman that's coming out. Who's playing her there? Is it
Robert Pattinson?
Yeah, it's an African American girl that's playing Catwoman, I think, right?
She's back.
I think she's back. Yeah, I know in typical DC fashion, I think they're doing Penguin, they're doing Riddler in that one. I think they have Catwoman coming, so you know who knows? I don't know. And she wasn't that bad too. Yeah. All right. So we're going to Dylan for number 2.
My number 2 is same as you. It was Catwoman.
Oh really? Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Got any honorable mentions or anything? I think it could, actually. Yeah, I think you're right, because that's.
Yeah. Oh man, if it's Zoe Kravitz, whoo, I'd be okay with that.
Oh, nice, man. That's a nice one to have.
Yo, Carlito, send me that for research purposes.
Yeah. So yeah, it was. Yeah, and as soon as FaceTime said it, it kind of just clicked. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you're going Catwoman too. You got any like honorable mentions you could use in its place, Dylan?
I mean, I was gonna roll with Fantastic Four, the latest one, but Keon went with that.
Okay.
Man, I don't know. I've got a juicy one for number 1, but I'm gonna wait.
All right. Okay. We'll wait.
All right. You know what? Okay. You might as well go with number 1, because my number 1 was Catwoman.
Oh, really?
I thought that was awful movie.
I mean, FaceTime had some good ones in there too. I mean, I was reading the ones that he said, because he was like, he named like 3 or 4 of them, and he's like, oh, no one's gonna mention these. So, I mean, you know.
I mean, shoot. I'll take it.
I'll go to my number 1 then. My number 1.
Okay.
Well, we kind of already talked about it, so I'm going to switch it up. But it's the Fantastic Four. Like the first. Man, the first.
Yeah.
One. The first one.
The first one.
Yeah. The first one.
Yeah.
Buddy, it was so much better than the 2015. 1? It was so much better.
Man, they were all garbage in my opinion. And don't get me started. If we did like a top 6, The Silver Surfer one would be right after it because they.
I was gonna say Silver Surfer was worse than the first one. What do you
The
mean?
Silver Surfer one is way worse than the first one.
Way worse.
All right, I'll switch my pick then. Fantastic Four 2, the Silver Surfer one. That was
All right. Well, yeah, that was trash.
terrible. Like,
But
okay, actually, I should have made this one. I should have made this one my number one instead of the first one, and here's why. At the end of the first one, they destroy Doctor Doom, and he's in that metal because they do their science project thing, whatever. Okay, he's all done up in like metal. The next movie comes up, and we find him like kind of just taking the metal off. He's cool. Okay. Then all of a sudden the general's like, oh, well, I mean, Reed, if you don't help me, then I guess I'll get Doom to help me. And it's just like, okay, whoa, where did that happen, first of all? Then he takes over Silver Surfer like super quick. Like he just takes him down, like, he gets access to all that stuff. I just thought that was weird. And then again, they beat him super quick. I don't know.
Buddy, how are you listing all this and you still thought the first one was worse?
Because I love Fantastic Four. I have this image of what Fantastic Four should be, just like I'm assuming like a lot of other people do. But I'm telling you, man, I don't know. I don't know. They were both bad, to be honest with you. I don't know.
Yeah,
I love
terrible.
the fact that Jessica Alba was in it. That was kind of a highlight for me, to be honest with you. I didn't mind Chris Evans playing it, but that Silver Surfer stuff. I mean, if you're into comics the way you are, like look at how crazy people are going with the Silver Surfer now, right? Like everyone's thinking, okay, cosmic, so Galactus, Silver Surfer, all that. He's a badass dude, and the way they portrayed him, it's like, oh, okay, he's just making holes. And even the way that they defeated Galactus, man,
he's just out here digging holes.
like that was
that cloud thing.
Yeah, like that was terrible. So I don't know.
It's trash panda.
Yeah,
I got to agree, man. Mr. Freeze, I got to hear this number one, man, because I'm surprised this one movie hasn't popped up yet, and I'm waiting. I'm waiting for someone to say it.
Because I don't know what movie would be number one.
If it's your number two, one of you guys should have mentioned this. This is by far, I was watching clips from it today. This is the most horrible movie. Like, it's
Captain Marvel?
Funny. It's so bad. There's scenes in this. No, stop. 2003.
Okay, hold on.
What horrible movie came out in 2003?
Let's take a guess. Okay, came out in 2003. Okay, let's take a guess. And I'm not using Google, as you can see.
I got it.
2003.
And I'll give you one more. I'll give you one more clue.
X-Men or Spider-Man?
No,
Daredevil.
This
Daredevil.
superhero.
Oh, Ghost Rider.
The Hulk.
Oh
No,
The Hulk. 2003.
No, bro.
Yes.
Bro, did you watch it though? Did you
He
really
fights
watch
a
it?
Poodle. He fights a poodle.
That's the first one with the absorbing man, yeah?
Collector. That was, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Which one did you? Freeze had that one, I think, at number 4. Yeah.
Okay. The cinematography for that movie, though, when it had the panels to reflect the comic
was
book.
horrible.
Which one are you talking
It was
about?
so cool.
They tried to make it look like a comic book, which was it was so stupid.
It was
There's
so
a part
cool.
where like, okay, first
it's
of
like,
all, one.
Oh my god! Like,
okay, so no, like the absorbing man was in that, right?
yes,
And he's supposed to be, I guess, the main antagonist, but they had another guy as an antagonist in the movie doing whatever.
Yeah.
The Hulk at one point in the movie, before he fights the freaking poodle, throws him 30 feet across the street into a curb. The Hulk does that too, you're dead. But he gets up and gets some crutches after, which is just dumb.
No, I'm talking to you guys. Like, which one are you talking about now?
Yeah,
I think he's talking the Ang Lee one,
the Hulk
first
2003.
one, with what's his name?
Yes,
that actor that's not Edward Norton, Ang Lee. Yeah.
Oh, the guy that's in. He did like a net.
Eric Bana.
He did a Netflix thing, like the.
That's it, Bana, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The Time Traveler's Wife
Eric
guy.
Bana.
Good movie, by the way. Watch that Time Traveler's Wife movie, fam. That's stupid. Nah, that movie wasn't that bad. Okay. That Hulk,
so
unpopular opinion, that Hulk could destroy MCU Hulk, man. The power and ferocity behind that thing. Yeah, okay, CGI was a little off. Yeah, the design was a little
man. What do you?
He didn't even kill the guy by throwing him across the street. And you're saying he could
look what
beat
we got.
MCU Hulk?
We got like Firstly, that dude was juiced up. Okay, that dude was juiced up. Secondly, we got a Hulk that like doesn't even want to smash things anymore. He's like, oh,
they're trying to go
no.
with that Professor Hulk stuff now, man. Like,
What did he really
fought
do in
a poodle.
Avengers? Firstly, Joel, are you not afraid of dogs?
No.
Okay, I am. I'm not gonna lie, straight up. Big dogs scare me. Most of them, some of them. Imagine a dog on juice, bro. That is some scary stuff, man. Come on. Yeah, okay, it was a poodle. Firstly, poodles are ferocious.
No, man.
They are ferocious. They're my least favorite dog.
Awful.
Okay.
Oh my god.
The Hulk looks
Okay, so let's take the conversation to this then. The best Hulk, then I'm hearing is
Edward Norton.
Oh, I thought we were gonna say Ruffalo, Mark Ruffalo.
Nah.
Avengers Hulk is the best Hulk.
Nah.
Yeah, but
Avengers Hulk is the best Hulk.
The only reason why you're saying that is because you're saying that he's not smashing, he's not doing anything right now.
Do anything.
Realistically, yeah, I know, but they're trying to go that that Professor Hulk stuff, you know, like where he can like be kind of both, because clearly there's not going to be a relationship with him and Black Widow. You know what I mean? Like where that would have been if that never happened. But now that she's gone and they're trying to, you know, he's going to be more of a mentor anyway. Like he's not going to have like a solo movie or anything like that, man. I think it's just going to be for Hulk and that's it.
10 years to watch the Hulk smash stuff. Did it ever happen? Nah, man. He hit a car. He broke apart little, not even real Ultron, but little copies of Ultron. Okay, yes, he threw Loki. That was hilarious.
Did you not watch the first Avengers movie? He was smashing everything.
Listen,
there's scenes in the 2003 Hulk that look like it's a video game. It's that bad.
But it's early 2003, man. Yeah. We don't have that technology at that time, maybe, you know, like, come on. That's the strongest Hulk. Unpopular opinion. So bad. Strongest Hulk.
Now, the fight scene at the end of it is also so dark you can't see it.
Now let's take this one step further. Let's get into the comics just because of the things that are going on right now in comics. We have Immortal Hulk. We've got the Yellow Hulk that just came, you know, I think that was like a month ago now. Right? You got so red, Immortal, Yellow, Green. You know, which one would be? I think the Yellow one is just ridiculously stupid. I don't know. I think they're just trying to do something. I don't know.
I'm sorry. Let me offshoot this point because there's one point that bothers me about the MCU. Banner. His whole thing is control. That is the struggle within his character and within himself. We saw that in the 2003. We saw that in the Edward Norton. And then he comes out in Avengers. It's like, I'm always angry. And he can control the transformation. And stupid. They killed the character at that point in time, man.
Yeah. I remember that line too. I remember, I forget who I was watching it with. We were watching a few. And I remember this one guy was like, oh, we need to rewind that. And I was like, why? And he's like, no, I need to know that line, man. It was cool. I'm like, man, just play them. Just stop. Yeah, he smashed an Ultron Stark and had to bring out the Hulk. Yeah, and then he destroyed that. Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
What do you guys think about the whole? Like, let's stay on the Hulk topic, right? I personally think that him and even Rhodey, right, like James Rhodes, I think they're just going to be in the future movies as mentors. I don't really think they're going to be badass. At the same time, though, I'm saying that Hulk is just going to be like.
I disagree.
Professor Hulk. We're never going to see Hulk smash anything, things like that. Like, that's just what I think.
I agree.
Right?
Completely.
To quote Big Bang Theory, they took all the money they spent trying to make the Hulk movie. They could probably make it. I actually remember that. I love Big Bang, so, you know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't see them. Like, let's face it. The future is Jane Foster as Thor. Thor's probably going to be out probably in the next one. Cap is gone. Iron Man's gone. I mean, eventually, I'm thinking Falcon might be gone. Winter Soldier might be done. Hulk, you know, War Machine. I think they're just there just to, like, help the new people, especially if they go, you know, Young Avengers route, things like that, or even if they went West Coast. I think they're going to Young Avengers. So it's going to be interesting. They're signed for 3 years, both of them, so we'll see. But I don't see Hulk smashing anything anytime soon, man. I think he's just stuck on that professor stuff.
Yeah, 100%. It's trash.
Yes, that's honestly like right on, spot on. That's exactly what it is now. Yeah, because he was even like a baby when he was in that Hulk bust in the last movie. He was in the Hulk Buster and he was trying to fight. And he's like, oh. Even when they went back in time, remember he like grabbed the car and he's like, oh, smash.
Oh,
just such a baby about it, you know?
That's like you, Mr. Freeze. That's like you, buddy. And I'll be the real Hulk out here smashing things.
Yeah, you're funny, buddy. Stick to digging holes over there, Zero.
Okay, so if we see a Red Hulk, I personally think that we'll see it with like the Thunderbolts and all that stuff, to be honest with you. Like I think they could probably just fit it in or something. I don't know. I mean, Immortal Hulk is getting popular. The Yellow Hulk came out of nowhere, so I don't know what they could do. I just think that it's going to happen. But I will say this. I don't think Thor is going to happen anytime soon because I don't think that Thor is like just any – I don't think he's like a top 10 thing or priority on their list, man.
No.
I'd say they give hints of Hulk losing it so they can eventually do aspects of Planet Hulk. I mean, I thought that's what they were going with when they did Ragnarok. Remember, they had like Beta
Ray Bill.
Yeah, man, I was butchering that. Yeah, they had that guy's face, and then they had Hulk.
By Beast. They had By Beast up there.
I agree, Carlito. I'd rather see Jubilee, but I hope I see Rogue before Jubilee. 100%. 100%. Yeah, rumors are in a Disney Plus. Oh man, I don't know. I'm not on the train of like the Thunderbolts anyway. That book's been rumored for a few years now. I remember I bought that book years ago, and then I just kind of got rid of it because it just wasn't really transpiring into anything. But I mean, anybody could say anything right now, and you know it could happen. I think the when you bring up a character now, it's kind of funny because you get two things, right? When you bring up any character, this is what you hear. Oh, I think it's going to be in a movie. Or I think it's going to be a Disney show, right? Like, but you can say that about any character. Like, look at Moon Knight, what they were talking about Moon Knight, right? He was going to be on a show. He's going to be on a show. Then all of a sudden, he's going to be in a movie, right? He's going to be in Avengers. So, you know. Hulk has become meh. Even the actor, when he's not the Hulk, he's painful to watch. He just gets worse with acting after every episode.
Santa. Yes, girl.
Yeah, I want to see. Man, that would be nice, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Disney and Wayfair.
Oh.
Now, okay, let's talk about this. Honorable mentions on movies that we did not hit on.
I got you.
Two that come to mind for me.
Wait,
what?
Keon, have you given your substitute for number one yet?
No, because there's nothing as trash as Catwoman. But follow me on this tangent here. My honorable mention is a movie in which they had an actor that's kind of likable. Okay, follow me on this one. Kind of likable. A bad superhero suit. Very bad. Possible CGI. Okay, possibly. Now, in the movie...
Oh, I just came up with one. Okay, go on. I just came up with one. As you said that, I'm like, oh my God. Okay, go on.
This is a bad movie, but I feel like it doesn't deserve all the flack that it gets. Green Lantern. Now, follow me on this one. It's kind of trash, but in all honesty, if you go back and you watch that new Shazam movie, they're very similar, man. Shitty suits, decently okay actors. The actor for Shazam is like a knockoff Jimmy Fallon. I get some weird vibes from him. At the end of the movie, you got kind of a short fight, but at least in Green Lantern, see, best Western. All right, at the end of Shazam, you get these kids, right? And they're all like, oh, we just got donned this powers 2 minutes ago, but we're going to fight the 7 deadly sins that have been around for thousands of years.
Yeah.
I honestly say that Shazam in this day and age is worse than Green Lantern, man. There's too many similarities, but Green Lantern is at least fleshed out a little bit better.
Shazam is worse?
I think Shazam's worse.
I don't think Shazam is worse, and here's why. And this is my argument with Shazam. As much as I thought it was stupid, it was basically the perfect, like, if you were that age and you got superpowers, you would act the same way, man. I think even if I got powers now, I'd probably act the same way. You know what I mean?
But how are you going to fight the 7 deadly sins? Yeah. You just got the power. Megan Good just got the powers 2 minutes ago. I love Megan Good, but you're not that good. You're not that good to fight the 7 deadly sins, bro.
Before I mention something, just because the chat actually made a few good things. I think Kid Collector said, "Do you think Nova is coming?" Carlito mentioned Nova's definitely coming. Just dropped news: Thanos will return with flashbacks and Nova's origin to link him to the MCU. That is dope. I have said probably for the past year and a half, I think I've said that I think Nova will be the next. And follow me here, Iron Man, in the sense that he's going to be the one to lead the next phase, especially in the cosmic thing. Like when you think of the phase, you're going to think of Nova. They're going to have everything follow him. But yeah, that's just my thing. A few movies that the movie that came to mind for me. Some people were actually saying some good ones. Kid Collector said he loved Green Lantern. Ghost Rider, sorry, All of Mercy. Yeah. The movie that I'm thinking about, actually, and I don't know if you guys will know, but it's The Phantom. The purple,
with Billy Mays or Billy Zane?
Billy Zane, yeah. The Phantom. It came out, I think, in 98, 97, somewhere around there. So, yeah, that was
definitely watching that later.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
It was pretty bad. I remember the trailer. These two guys are in the jungle. They're taking some treasure, something like that. And then out of nowhere, Billy Zane comes. And then like the commercial like goes into the two guys in the car. And I think they're like, that can't be him. I killed him 20 years ago or something like that. Some BS like that. And yeah, it was just terrible. So Billy Zane played Phantom. It is a comic. I'm not sure if a lot of people know. Yeah, he was the Phantom. He was just purple. He didn't really have any superpowers, and then he had like a ring. So tight purple suit, and then like a black mask. You could see, if you're looking at him, you could be like, yeah, it's you. But, you know, that's what it is. That one comes to mind. Howard the Duck comes to mind. I know a lot of people think that's a garbage movie. What else comes to mind? Well, FaceTime had a good one. FaceTime said Masters of the Universe.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that, buddy.
I never saw that.
Captain Marvel. That one's pretty bad.
That's trash. I gotta agree. It's trash. Just not top 5.
Caller Ben knows what's up.
Yeah, it's not top 5 trash.
Yeah.
Not top 5 trash.
What? Captain Marvel?
It's not top 5 trash, but it's trash.
You know what?
It's not top 5.
Evan, yeah, good one, man.
Oh,
Green Hornet. That was like the Seth
Rogen.
He's Canadian.
Yes.
We know that. Yeah, that one. The only movie I love with Billy is Sniper with Tom Turner, which really needs.
I remember that movie. That was decent. That was
I don't know if I remember.
Shout out Carlito.
The Italian version is way worse. Yeah. Yeah, those are the only ones that I can think of. Because yeah, you guys used my Fantastic Four. I didn't have Green Lantern in my list. I thought it's not as bad. You're right. If I have to say something, it's Green Lantern is probably one of my. I don't want to say favorite, but like he's probably a DC character that like if I had to choose one, I'd be like, man, Green Lantern. I don't know. He can still stay human. All he has to do is like load up his ring, things like that. Like I don't know. And I hope he comes soon because I want to see like a new one. I want to see them join with the Justice League, but I don't think that's going to happen for a while either.
No.
So,
Not at all.
Studio Canal gave Sniper a remastered. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, you know what? Me and Keisha were just talking about this today when we went to go see a collection because they had Bloodshot. Yeah, it was Vin Diesel, right? Yeah, Vin Diesel. It's already out. Yeah. First Hulk. Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know. Keon, do you got any more? I think we named like 30, 35 now. I can't.
I mean, Ghost Rider, but only because of Nicolas Cage. You know, I love Ghost Rider, but
yeah, I know you do. Yeah,
that Nicolas Cage laugh
The
still
second
haunts my
Ghost Rider
dreams.
with him was bad.
I didn't even see the second because I was like, ooh.
I did not see the second one either.
That's bad.
Trying to think here.
Man, Idris Elba's in the second one.
Oh, is he?
Is he?
Yeah, he is.
I'll probably watch it then.
Supergirl.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Supergirl.
Yeah. It's just there was like a little weird spin-off. Trash. I should have thought of that one. Shoot.
Oh, Lasso, good pull. Yeah, I can't think of that one, man. I'm trying to think, but it's not coming to me.
It was just corny, bro. It was like a cheesy, campy fest. It was just, not for me. I still hate Superman Returns more, just because it was more modern and they screwed it up. But
yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of Superman ones that aren't, like 69 Chop Shop says Superman 4 was trash. What are you guys' thoughts on Adam Warlock?
I'd like to see him.
I
lost faith, man. It just
Oh wait, before we start, okay, because FaceTime mentioned it, and I forgot to mention it, but this is kind of funny. He goes, "Y'all need to go waste 2 hours of your life on Steel." Apparently, with Shaquille O'Neal.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that movie, man. Oh, Jesus.
Bro, you could talk bad about Shaq like that? Shaq, baby?
It was so bad, because what did he do? He did that one and then Shazam. Like back
Kazam.
It was just like, oh, man.
That's a classic, but you remember that movie, don't you? You remember that movie. It's classic.
Great movie.
Yeah. I don't even think they have it on Netflix or anything like that. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Probably like an antique now if you could find it.
Actually.
Like
I'm pretty sure his character in that movie is supposed to be inspired from the same character as the guy Terry Crews plays in his new movie with Ludacris, John Henry. Now, if I'm right, I can't remember exactly, but either way, if either of you guys haven't seen that movie, go watch it. It's the worst movie I've seen in my life.
What's it called?
I'll watch it.
John Henry.
John Henry? Oh, I think I've seen that. Yeah, it is pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know. Lately, I mean, I don't know. Lately, the worst movie I think I've seen is probably like the last one, like comic related. Probably Captain Marvel, and I'm not just saying that to bug anyone. Like, I just think that that's probably the worst one I've seen in the recent, like most recent, right? Who do you think will be the villain in Spider-Man 3? Whew. Yeah, you're opening up a can of worms there. I don't know. I can't think of anybody. I mean, I want to see the Osborns come. I want to see Hobgoblin and things like that. Like, I want to see them do maybe both goblins, Green and just the Hobgoblin. I know Keon has said that he'd love to see the Hobgoblin. He's buying in on that train. All right, what's going on, Hella?
Man, but there's a twist in my train, buddy.
What do you mean? Like, you don't think
Flash Thompson?
Oh yeah, the Flash Thompson.
The Flash Thompson is not. He's not gonna make a good Venom, bro. He's a nerdy actor.
Hobgoblin.
That's what I'm saying. So in what was it, Amazing Spider-Man? There was like one issue. I forget what issue it was. Shoot, whatever. I'll link you it later.
That's where you guys have heard. Yeah. Him or Craven, actually. I think Craven could come. Rhino's coming. I don't think Rhino could hold a whole movie. You know what I mean? Like a solo. I think if they brought Rhino, they'd probably have to do like 2 characters or something like that. But I could totally see them doing like Chameleon or like a Craven the Hunter. They could hold their own in a one movie, especially Chameleon, because he'd be able to transform and you'd be able to do different things, right?
See, but would Chameleon be like a Skrull, or would Chameleon use the same technology that Black Widow used in, what was that, Civil War, was it? You know, when she changes her face? Would it be something like that? Like, would it be like stolen shield technology that was already used, or would it be a Skrull? You know, like, how are they going to do that?
That's a good question. I got 219, first Ghost. And then beside it, I got the War Machine, 282. Yeah, I don't know, man. I like to see it coming. Me personally, I think they're trying to get the Sinister Six going, but we'll see. I mean, I'm interested to see what they do with the Venom and the symbiotes and things like that. So things could change absolutely on a fly, especially with this extra time with the COVID that they've had. So I don't know. I would love to see them do Sinister Six and get all these characters, but there's been rumors of like Shocker coming back and things like that. I think he's going to be played by the same person. But you know, you never know, man. Like Rhino, I think we've kind of already seen him, but not. Oh, and the other one that you guys forgot is Scorpion.
Oh yeah. Oh, big things.
Like I think he's already signed up to be the next villain, correct?
I believe so.
But
and
even
the design is straight out the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah, but I don't even think like a Scorpion could hold like a solo film. Again, I think that's another character that like that's perfect. Scorpion and Rhino. There you go. You're fighting two animals basically. Because I don't think Scorpion can hold it on.
There. Ha. Ha.
Never.
Damn, that's bold.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we might see Rhino at some point, though, for sure. I think we will. Like, all jokes aside, I think we will. And we're obviously going to see Vulture again because he is in
Morbius.
Yeah.
But my thing with Chameleon, how are you going to introduce him? Because it's like, oh, another shapeshifter. We've already seen this like 4 times already. We saw Mysterio with his little projections. We saw the Skrulls. We saw Black Widow do it. I don't think he's coming anytime soon, man, because it's just like underwhelming at this point in time. We've already seen this. It's the same trick.
No, because I could totally see them doing the Chameleon thing with how that Mysterio ending happened. Right? I could totally see them doing that. Or is Mysterio even really dead? Because,
oh, no.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying. Well, guys, we're going to cut it out there. We've been going for like an hour and 15 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for joining us. If you got any movies you can think of, hey, we can talk about this all day. We can make another segment. So, send me your feedback for sure. Like I said, Key Issues is dropping a new video next week. It's probably going to be his first one, so go sub up. I know he's going to be putting his information to his YouTube channel on his Instagram, so go follow him. Keon, plug it, man. I don't know what it is.
My Instagram?
Yeah, like your Mr.
Key Issues on the gram.
Right there. Yeah, and if you have a hard time finding it, just go on mine, and he's there. Oh, actually, here we go. FaceTime, thank you so much. He just posted it right there, so definitely go sub him up. He's got some videos. We've been going to some collections, so it's a fun time. And obviously, you guys know that Keon is a fun guy. Mr.Freeze is going to have some stuff coming sooner than later, of course. But, for now, he's just more of our, bodyguard and just comes to collections, things like that. But he's got some things coming. He's got some stuff in the works, so tune in for that. But Keon's got a video dropping next week, so make sure you guys check it out. And I've got an announcement I'm going to be making. Probably I'm going to say something tomorrow, if not tomorrow, probably Thursday. So just be on the lookout. I'm going to have 1,000 subscriber giveaway, so we will be talking about that. I just want to thank everybody for subbing, getting me to 800. Very supportive. I love this community. You guys have been very welcoming and warm, so I appreciate it. So guys, with that said, for myself, Keon, and Dylan, we are out.